Hi there, Dr. Sheep here. Welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play video here in the Bedrock Java Let's Play world. I suppose we'll just start placing blocks of wood. Not really much of anything else planned, so I'm currently looking at the side screen to play because I don't know, why not, right? Everything is very small. It's like playing on the Switch. Which isn't, yeah, I can't do this. Okay. Much more immersive this way. Truth be told, though, once you get focused in, it isn't half bad. Oh, on the small screen, that is. So, I don't have any sound on this. Anyways, what are we going to talk about today? So yesterday, I decided to hop back on the old dating app game. Dr. Sheep? What? Is he good? Does he have money now? No, not really. But, we're going to give her a try again. I'm feeling a little lonely. You know, I need, and why not, you know, I'd like to go on an adventure with a woman for once. Instead of calling up Phil in the Outback all the time. Oh, man. Oh, last night, they all came over. We watched, Spider-Man 2. I passed out. They thought I was... They're like, you fall asleep over there? And I'm like, why? They're like, we heard snoring. I'm like, yeah, I slept through like most of the movie. Oh, man. Well, I gave them the couch and I sat on my bed. Because I need to come up with another way to host people. I don't really have enough room to host 3 people. Nevertheless, though, so they were on the couch, kind of just huddled up. You know, I'm on my bed. Well, my bed is super comfy for laying down on, obviously, but not for sitting on. So I passed out a lot laying down, and then I would try and sit and survive that way. Yeah, that didn't work. It was a long day yesterday. Okay, I had a funeral, and the funeral was an hour away. It was a long day. I did a lot of things, so forgive me for passing out. It was funny because Phil didn't sleep. I was shocked. Usually him and Outback are the ones falling asleep. This time I was the one falling asleep. Although I passed out during Eternals. Because Eternals is bad. Or was it Shang-Chi? No, I passed out during Shang-Chi, which is upsetting because it's a much better movie than Eternals, and I didn't pass out during Eternals. I wish I had. I know Phil didn't, so. Anyways, okay, this. Alright, so yeah, you can see why I want to go on adventures with women. Not just Outback and Phil. I may have said their names. I may have to go and listen to this later on. No! Requires extra work. I hate extra work. Oh, God. Okay, anyways. So, what am I... Oh, boy. Alright, so... What was that? So, anyways, yeah, I hopped on Tinder and Bumble and Hinge all at once, okay? Burned through all my likes right away. And, you know, we waited. I actually did match somebody on Hinge. They haven't texted me back, although I did text them. Like, I don't know when they... So, it's hard to know when they texted me. And then... so, it's like, it's hard to know when they texted me. And then I replied at like 2 a.m. Which is probably why she hasn't responded, so I don't blame her for, not responding to me since I sent something at like 2 a.m. Yes, I was up very late last night. Everybody left, and then... Well, no, so Phil left, like, pretty much right after the movie. And then Outback and I played my my new game. So I've been watching Big Bang Theory, right? And I think they were doing 20 questions. And Sheldon was just, was an element for one of them. And I was like, oh, what if we did, like, 20 questions, but with the elements instead? Hold on, we gotta count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, anyways, so, and he was an element. And I'm like, well, what if we played 20 questions, but instead of being, 20 questions, we just played, it was elements. And I limited it to 10 questions because really any more than that, you can figure it out pretty easily. Because usually, if you're good about what you're asking, you can, in pretty much 10 questions, you can get down to just a few elements, or you can pretty much just figure it out with less than 10 questions. Well, it's fun for me, because I know a lot about the elements, and I know a lot of elements. Unfortunately, for Phil and Outback, it's not so much fun. Phil has all the elements memorized. He just doesn't, I guess he doesn't have the working knowledge that I do, if you want to call it that. I remember I was sitting with my old roommates, Rondo and AK and Rooster, and I was trying to figure something out for some chemistry or whatever, and I was like, hey, you guys are in biochem and organic chemistry, you help me out. And they're like, listen, all right, I can do, titrations and stuff and concentrations, but as for what these chemicals do and how they do it, I can't help you with that and how they interact. They're like, you have a better working understanding than we do. And I'm like, oh, great. When did I develop such a working understanding of the periodic table? I have no idea, but I did at some point in my life, and so now it's like, oh, cool. So, anyways, I'd like to memorize all the elements, but it's not something that's necessary. Hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon, sodium, magnesium, aluminum, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, argon, potassium, calcium, scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper, zinc, gallium, germanium, arsenic, selenium, bromine, krypton, rubidium, strontium, yttrium, is it molybdenum? Is it molybdenum and then technetium? I know it goes molybdenum and technetium, but I don't remember if after yttrium it's molybdenum. I don't know. Anyways, so speaking of, all right, we're gonna talk about elements here for a bit. So one of Sheldon's games he plays in the car is where you name an element, and then you name an element that starts with the same, that starts with a letter that the previous element ended with. Well, here's the issue with that. All right, as fun as that is, as interesting as it sounds, there's not that many M elements, but most elements end with M or N. So, or E. Of which there are even fewer elements that end with an E. Start with an E. Anyways, so You've got magnesium, manganese, mercury, mendelevium, molybdenum, mercury, moscovium, and then there's another one. I don't know how to say it, so at least I I'd have to write them down so that I know which ones. So there's like only there's like only 7 or 8 elements to start with an M. When most elements start, so realistically, you're only going to name probably 10 or 12 elements before it's over. Because let's say you start with mercury. Well, you don't want to start with mercury. Let's pick an element. Tennessine. All right. Let's say we start with Tennessine, right? A fine element to start with. Anyways, so an E. So Europium? Okay, we'll just do erbium. Europium? Is it europium? I think it's europium. Okay, we'll just go with europium. Alright, that's an M. So let's go with mercury. And it comes with a Y. So we can do yttrium. That's another M. Manganese. What does manganese stand with? I actually don't know what manganese ends with. Might be another E, to be honest. Okay, maybe it can go on a little further than I thought. Manganese is a little different. But, I mean, all the M's end with an M. Except for mercury and manganese. So you're not going to get very far. So you just don't name that many elements. It's just naming all the elements that ended with M. So, that's fun. Well, what's the point in that, right? Anyways, the 20 questions is much more fun. Something I always like to start with, are you a metal? Okay. If they say no, well, that narrows it down quite a bit. If they say yes, I then ask if they're a transition metal. Okay. And if they say, so that's, are they a transition metal, kind of rules out a lot. Something I could do in the future maybe is if they have, if their outer shell, is their outer shell a D or an F? That would and if they said no, then that would eliminate that would eliminate the actinides, the lanthanides, and the transition metals. And it's only going to leave you with P and S orbitals, which leaves you ordinary metals and the alkaline earth metals. Alkaline and the alkaline earth metals. So, which then you can ask, are they extremely reactive? And let's say yes, they are. Let's say no, not particular. They're not particularly reactive. That leaves you with the ordinary metals. And this is where things get tricky. When you're playing in a group, you each get so I really only have ever 3 people in my friend group together at once, so which is kind of like why I'm trying to get a girlfriend. It's because Outback's leaving the state at some point, and we won't be able to have a lot of fun. Anyways, so at that point, okay, so now we're left with the ordinary metals, and you kind of figure out, okay. So now that we just have ordinary metals left, you have to think about how you're going to break down the ordinary metals. and you gotta be more careful with. Okay, and then another way you could ask is, are they man-made? All right, that'll eliminate. Let's say no, they're not man-made. So that eliminates the entire bottom row of the ordinary metals, which doesn't eliminate a lot, but it eliminates some. And then I'd have to look at what the ordinary metals look like. Another big one we always like to ask: does it have a vowel in its symbol? Or you could ask if it's an odd or an even number. That always works too. But let's say yes, does it? Let's say it does or doesn't have a vowel. I really don't have the ordinary metals memorized. It's aluminum, gallium. It's aluminum. Oh, I have to look at a periodic table. We could build a periodic table in Minecraft. That sounds like fun. That's right. I want to rank the elements with... Oh my god, that's right. That's right. Oh my god, that'd be fun. That'd be really fun. Anyways, okay, so we're done with these. So I don't know where this is going. I'm just talking about elements at this point. But not actually in the sense that I know I talk about them. Normally I talk about like as if I was going to buy them. This case, I'm just talking about my broad love of chemistry and the atom. So really, this is a much healthier version of a way of talking about the elements. Sure, I'd still like to collect all of them. But for the time being, I'm perfectly content just learning as much as I can about them. And learning how they interact with each other and how they interact with nature and how they can be found, that kind of stuff. I'm perfectly content with just learning about them now. I don't have to own them. I've gotten over that shopping addiction. Kind of. Anyways. I do miss buying elements. At some point, I'll have to start doing that again when I have more money. So anyways, yeah, I find it's fun. With it, we were doing one, and see, I like to try and determine where in the ever-loving soup of elements can we guess guess their element. Okay. I like, you need to figure it out, right? And I try and figure out where on the periodic table, because then if I figure out where they are on the periodic table, I can really help. It can really narrow things down. Well, anyways, we were playing, and it was the best thing ever. They asked, "Is it a metal?" Is it named after a person? And then they asked, is it radioactive? And Phil just like blew up. He's like, do you realize how many elements there are? Do you realize how many of the radioactive elements are named after a person? Most of them. Very few are. Yeah, that leaves you... Yeah, you eliminated... I could probably count them all in like almost one hand. He was so pissed at Kyle. Oh my god. Yeah, somebody's calling me. And we're back. Oh, I don't know how long that was. Oh boy, I should have been paying attention to the timer on the phone. Well, we'll just assume it was 10 minutes. Anyways, my dad called and was asking me about the funeral yesterday and then the cotton. And how it's growing. Anyways, so, yeah. It's part of the reason why I want a girlfriend. Because then at least she can share in the absurdity that is my life. The absurdity that's my life needs to be shared. It's hard carrying it on my shoulders all the time. Anyways, so yeah. I did get the Hinge match is yet to message me back, which is a little depressing. She messaged first, but I guess I didn't message something good enough back. Oh well. Nevertheless, we can find other ways around. Looks like I'm racking up likes on Tinder and Hinge, so we've got a better chance than I'd say normal to find somebody. So this will be nice. This will be nice. Inventory filled up again. Yay. I wanted to sell all these sticks to villagers, but I can only sell like a stack at a time, which gives me like 2 emeralds. Which isn't exactly a lot. I need XP to repair my axe. Actually, I need to find another way to make XP. I'm thinking about buying bottles of enchanting, but... Oh, boy, I'm starving. Oh, and I don't have any food. Small details that I'm gonna have to figure out. Yep, we're not picking anything up but saplings. Cool. Alright, let's go collect a bunch of sticks so we can go sell it to our Fletcher. Yes, Fletcher. That's the villager type. They're Pokemon now. Gotta catch 'em all. That's so good. I don't know. I gotta be the very best that no one's ever seen. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. We're singing Pokemon. Gotta catch 'em all. Hurts so good. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm saying. I have no idea what I'm singing. So, I'm gonna stop trying to sing Pokemon. Because I don't know the words. Things to talk about. Things to talk about. I don't know what to talk about, guys. I'm sorry. I'm out of ideas. Wow. Look at that. Isn't that cool? We're not halfway yet. It looks like it's halfway from just here in the house, but the house doesn't do its justice. So, and see, there's more, but you can't see it. You have to go on the roof or something. I wanted easily accessible roof access to this place, but it didn't fit. Unfortunately. Hello, wandering traitor. Jungle saplings? Yeah, I'm not quite sure why I flew away to a jungle biome to get jungle saplings. When this schmuck could have just sold them to me. But we're not going to talk about that. Wait, didn't I debate it that it was better just to fly over to the jungle than it was to try and buy it from that guy? You're not the guy. You're the guy, though. Five emeralds. Only issue with buying bottles of enchanting. Oh, what are you looking for? Only issue with buying bottles of enchanting is they don't exactly. This guy. Okay, so... Not enough. Spent 3 emeralds on that. Wasn't enough. I might just have to use those emeralds and do it that way. Which is funny, because to buy the Bottles of Enchanting, I'm going to get a bunch of XP that will repair the axe. Yeah, it's not a very good business model. Which will then... Yeah, I'm not quite sure. It's just that I need to get it to a certain repair state. That way, when I go and do melons and stuff, it's okay. Look at that. So anyways, wow. This is fantastic. Each floor is going to require less. Not going to require less wood. Still going to require a stupidly large amount of wood. But less of it. Oh yeah, don't even get me started on stripping this thing. My poor axe. I feel bad for it. It's not going to be a good time for my axe. Pokemon. Gotta catch it. Okay, now it's stuck in my head. Great. So, Big Bang Theory, right? That's what I've been watching. It's got me... So... There was an argument that Big Bang Theory isn't funny because what they're doing for comedy is laughing at, is like, they're not really jokes. Well, we gotta count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they're not really jokes, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what would happen would be Sheldon would say something really, Sheldon or Leonard would say something really smart. All right, and that's it. And then the laugh track would roll, and it's like, oh yeah, we're supposed to laugh at that for some reason. So it's and we're supposed to laugh at that, and it's kind of hurting people who are smart. It's kind of making fun of them. It is making fun of people who are smart, and it's like, gee, who would want to watch that? Who anybody that's like Leonard and Sheldon would want to watch that? Not a lot of people. Not a lot of those people probably would, to be honest. Which makes perfect logical sense. I certainly wouldn't if I were any more different. If I weren't so different yet similar to Sheldon and them. So anyways, I haven't ran into that too much yet, or at least I haven't really noticed because, I don't know, maybe I'm laughing at it, even though I really shouldn't because it's not really a joke. But I'm laughing at it because it's kind of just, it's in the realm of absurdity. Like, who would just say that? You know, no one's just gonna say that. That's not a thing that happens. But hey, ha 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 ha, laugh at it, you know. Wow, this is... Look at that. We're at the second store. We're at the second level now. Isn't that exciting? We're actually pretty high up. Damn. I mean, there's still a lot of floors left. Not to mention the hours it's probably gonna take to strip all these logs. I didn't want to talk. I don't even want to think about that. It makes me sick. And the amount of durability my poor axe is gonna burn during that. I should get some netherite and make it a netherite axe. Just because it'd be, well, A, it won't burn in lava. Right? It's just lava. Like, it can still, like, netherite can still burn in a normal fire, though, right? It's still susceptible to burn. It just won't burn up in lava. And it might be something worth it. That, my sword. Well, A, my sword will do more damage. Which is always nice. I don't know why I shouted after coughing like that, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, small issue with the... Yeah, it's not gonna work. Okay. I'm gonna assume from over here we will be able to... Perfect! This is fantastic! Look at this! It's dimly lit, but that's what happens when you're in survival. You can't just plaster sea lanterns everywhere and call it good. Yay! You have to be more conservative. Woo! Unless, of course, you're Mumbo Jumbo in Season 4 of Hermitcraft, where the center of his base was a guardian farm, and it made so much prismarine, well, just so much prismarine stuff that he was able to. I think, how long had Mendy been in the game before then? I know, I think you could only get it through, well, I guess you could have gotten it through traders, but everybody was fishing for it, and then they nerfed fishing, and so everybody decided to just get it through trading, which I'm not quite sure why we weren't just getting it through trading before. Oh, because this was before the Village and Pillage update, so you couldn't, so trading with villagers wasn't, villages weren't as easy as they are now. It's weird, right? The Village and Pillage update was supposed to make a village more realistic. It's not based off doors. It's based off beds, which is supposed to kind of nerf it. In reality, I think it made it a lot easier. But that's just me. Alright, we gotta count here. Because this is a new level. Things are gonna be broken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That works surprisingly well. Very good. And look at that. With the more crap we spend, the more torches and stuff we use, the better life gets. Yay. Because we hold stuff. More stuff in our inventories. So weird. It really is. There is this is HDR-ness. Anyways, look at that. Wow. Oh, I used up all my steps. Crap. Oh no. Oh no. Getting my crafting table requires me to go all the way down to the bottom. Oh, no. Well, I say that's the end of today's episode. Oh, God. We went up 2 floors. So 2 floors per episode. That puts us at like 10 more episodes. Woo! It's gonna take forever. Yeah, it's really hard to kind of tell what's going on. Hold on, gotta stretch. Anyways, I would like to thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. New Minecraft Let's Plays every single Monday, 11 a.m. Central Time. If you really like the Element Talk, subscribe to the Science Channel, because that's all we're going to talk about sometimes. And good night. Hello there. Actually, it's more of a goodbye. This is my Minecraft outro. Anyways, make sure you subscribe so that we can hit our 10K goal so we can plant 100 trees for subs for trees. Otherwise, stick around for the next 20 seconds to give me that sweet, sweet watch time.